Alec Baldwin, we can all agree, is a talented actor. The nearly 63-year-old actor has won more Screen Actors Guild Awards than any other male performer. In addition, 3 Golden Globes and Primetime Emmys and a Tony Award. Besides all that, countless nominations. But the life of an A-list celebrity isn't just work and awards. It comes with unwanted attention, invasion of privacy, and paparazzi, among other things. Unfortunately, Alec Baldwin's temper has put him in some absurd situations, including lawsuits. We're going to cover how he's gotten to where he is now, with an ongoing trial from 2018 and various arrests. One thing is sure, this latest lawsuit hasn't been his only brush with the law. He doesn't seem to be slowing down either. The latter half of the 2010s saw his legal troubles multiply. October 95, Baldwin struggles with fame. What should have been a happy event ended in a physical struggle between the actor and photographer Alan Zanger. Baldwin was married at the time to Kim Basinger and was bringing his wife and newborn girl, Ireland, back from the hospital for the first time. Baldwin was upset Alan Zanger was camped out taking pictures and videos and decided to do something more than tell him to go away. He approached the car where Zanger was shooting and sprayed shaving cream all over the car's windows. Zanger claimed Baldwin broke his nose with a punch to the face, but the actor claimed to only slap the camera away. Baldwin was acquitted of misdemeanor battery and even won an invasion of privacy suit, but had to pay $4,500 in damages from a civil case brought by Zanger. The claim in the media at the time was that Baldwin seriously injured Zanger. However, his publicist disputed anything of the sort. December 2011, words with airlines. In 2011, Baldwin was taking a flight with American Airlines and got into a disagreement with a flight attendant. He claimed that other passengers were on their phones after the doors closed before taxiing to the runway. American Airlines posted on their Facebook account that, quote, the passenger, Baldwin, was extremely rude to cabin crew members. After using offensive language and inappropriate names, they decided to remove him. Baldwin later apologized for delaying the other passengers, but he also went on SNL as the pilot of his flight. Mocking American Airlines, he apologized to, quote, Alec Baldwin as the pilot. Baldwin isn't the only one to roast the situation, as even the Words with Friends co-creators had some fun with it in a 2012 Super Bowl commercial brought by Best Buy. The creators are playing a game when a flight attendant disrupts their game to signal it's time to put away electronic devices, including phones. Another commercial from Capital One involved Baldwin telling a Viking it wasn't supposed to be on a runway. June 2012. Not the best start to a marriage. On June 19, 2012, after leaving the Manhattan Marriage License Bureau with new wife Hilaria in tow, a paparazzi photographer named Marcus Santos got more than he bargained for. Santos claims he was punched and shoved, but Alex refuted it in People magazine. His version says someone tried to block shots of photographers purposely when Marcus aggressively pushed forward. This is where Baldwin says he was assaulted by the camera. Any subsequent physical contact was just Baldwin protecting himself, without any punches thrown. Later, Baldwin even suggested that paparazzi, like Marcus, should be waterboarded. 10 days later, Baldwin grabbed a photographer's arm, telling her to, quote, shut the F up. This was captured on video by TMZ. He claimed in tweets that reporters were stalking him constantly and following him in their car to disturb and harass him. If only a meteor would hit that car, he later added. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to Facts First for more. And stick around for more of Alec Baldwin's temper. 2013, pressing attention. 2013 ended up being a busy year for Baldwin. In August, yet another photographer was trailing Baldwin and wife Hilaria. You'd think they'd get the idea by now that it's dangerous to be nearby. In front of quite a few witnesses, Alec pinned the man against a car. After police responded, both parties walked away from the scene without pressing charges. Later, in November, even more photographers kept following the star. He used a homophobic slur on one of them, frustrated by the event. He later apologized on Twitter and conceded he had used a highly offensive slur. The price for this indiscretion was the cancellation of his MSNBC interview show, Up Late. The show only had 5 episodes, with famous and influential figures like Chris Matthews and Mayor Bill de Blasio. May 2014, Wrong Side Business. At 10:15 a.m. on May 13th, Baldwin was arrested in Manhattan. He was riding his bike the wrong way down Fifth Avenue when the NYPD stopped him and asked for ID. Baldwin refused and was arrested. An NYPD spokesperson said Baldwin was belligerent and started arguing with the officers on the scene. He was given 2 summons for disorderly conduct and for biking the wrong way on a one-way. Later, Baldwin went to Twitter to tell his side, that the arrest with Officer Moreno is just a manifestation of a systemic problem with New York City. He said once again photographers terrified his daughter while the police do nothing about that. He raged that New York City is a, quote, mismanaged carnival of stupidity. He also claimed that it was desperate for revenue and so it would criminalize benign behavior to pay for it. The charges were dropped under conditional sentencing. November 2018. Free parking? The next 4 years were pretty quiet for Alec Baldwin until 1:30 p.m. on November 2, 2018. He's alleged to have punched a Polish immigrant, Wojciech Siczkowski, over a parking spot dispute. Baldwin, of course, denies he has ever punched anyone for a parking spot. Baldwin admitted to pushing the man, saying he stole Baldwin's spot. He again went to Twitter to go on the record, saying it's become a sport for people to defame and charge people with all kinds of allegations for clickbait. He also said no matter how often people echo something false, it doesn't make it true. Alec filed defamation claims against the man, and a judge ruled it can go forward to trial, despite the man's attempts to block it. The NYPD confirmed they charged Baldwin with assault and harassment. The man he is alleged to have struck went to Lenox Hill Hospital. The judge in the case said the bar of proof wasn't high enough on the motion to dismiss Baldwin's filing. The Polish man sued Baldwin first in April 2019 for assault and slander. On the Ellen DeGeneres show and in an interview with Howard Stern, he asserted that Baldwin lied and said he was going to run Hilaria, Baldwin's wife, over with his car. The judge dismissed the slander claim against Baldwin, though. It was then Baldwin filed his own claim against the Polish immigrant, not just for, quote, the lies he spread to hospital staff and police, but also his false imprisonment. Since it wasn't Siczkowski that imprisoned Baldwin, but the police, that particular charge was dismissed. In January 2019, Baldwin pled guilty to harassment over the situation. He paid a $120 fine and was sentenced to anger management classes. The video captured of the tiff was unclear, and both parties say it supports their claim. Either way, both lawyers for the cases were happy with the mixed ruling. The next steps for the case appear to be a discovery of Alec's reputation and character. He's probably hoping they don't interview photographers. The moral of the story is Alec Baldwin may be right that paparazzi are invasive and scare the family and children of stars. People may try to take advantage of his international acclaim to get some fame of their own or monetary compensation. But does that really mean he has a right to let his temper flare? What do you think? Has Alec Baldwin been right all along, or does he deserve to finally take his licks in court? Comment down below to let us know. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to Facts First for more. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.